So you just got your real estate license? Let me show you how to get your first deal. Stay tuned. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a phenomenal day. If you don't know, if you're new here, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area. And if you end up enjoying this video, please do me the greatest honor by hitting the like button. Of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I got content coming to you twice a week. And then leave a comment with your thoughts, feedback, anything positive, negative, questions, concerns, whatever you have. Every single one of those will get a reply. Even if you want to put a comment talking about how I'm dressed like a bum today, totally acceptable as long as it's down there for the algorithm. Greatly appreciate it. Now that I got that out the way, I can deliver the value, which is the topic at hand, how to get your first deal. I'm going to be honest with you here. I was trying to come up with an idea for today's video, and I couldn't come up with anything. But I've been doing these coaching calls with a few of you new agents, and a lot of the time what we struggle with is how to get to that first deal, how to set your day up to actually get successful and basically get that first deal out the way, because that is for sure going to be the hardest. So I figured, you know what, why not take a quick 5 to 10 minutes and not only tell you what to do, but also show you how to do it. I think we've seen a lot of these videos of how to get your first deal before, and if you're watching mine, since I'm a small channel, you've probably seen others, and the things I'm gonna tell you are gonna be the same. However, I don't see any other videos showing you exactly, in a very practical, real-life scenario, how to get it done. So let's go ahead and dive in. I have 3 things on my list, 3 ways that you are gonna use to generate business, and they kind of all coincide. And this is going to help you get your first deal, and it can help you get many more deals if you do it consistently and for long enough, okay? And the 3 things are your sphere, social media, and then the creating opportunities all at once, okay? Here's what I mean. When you sign up as a real estate agent, all the old timers tell you, all right, get your database on some type of a CRM and just touch them 60 times a year, 12 times a year, call them to check in, pass by a store, reminds you of them, call and be like, hey, I just saw this bush and it reminded me that you had a beard and I just had to call and see how you're doing. All that doesn't work for me. And I think it doesn't work for you, which is why most people don't tap into their sphere, which is where all of your deals are simply laying there waiting for you to come and claim them. So we have to tap into your sphere, but how we do it is going to be a lot easier than any way you've been taught at your brokerage. This is why the training at your brokerage sucks. The only training you're getting there is basically training that's 10, 15, 20 years old by agents at least 20, 30 years older than you, right? It doesn't apply to today's world and how everything is set up because we have social media. So what I do to get a lot of business, especially my 5th year as a real estate agent, is I combine my social media presence with real life. What does that mean? I use social media to basically go to real life events, and when I'm at real life events, I make sure I try to get them on my social media, so that way that's what I use to stay in touch with people, okay? So tapping into your sphere. How do you tap into your sphere? A lot of you watching me are young, but it doesn't really matter how old you are, right? If you're somehow you need to get on social media, you need to connect with a few people, all right? And the best way to tap into your sphere is to, number 1, start just hanging out with your friends. Anytime you see an opportunity where there's an event, a party, some type of a gathering where there's going to be people there that you don't know, ding, 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 that's where you got to go. Let me give you a prime example of how this can all coincide. I'm going to give you, again, a real-life example of how I use my sphere and my social media presence to basically create opportunities for myself. Wow, that actually worked out perfectly. So here's the example, okay? I have a client. His name is Gabe. So shout out to Gabe. He's the man, okay? He's also my contractor. He's also around my age. We became great friends, right? So he doesn't have to be your client. Any of your friends this can happen with. He had just opened up a new shop near my house and said, you should come by, check out the shop. I said, absolutely. I'll be over later today. Now, all day that day, I was filming 2 house tours, being a real estate agent, and I was dealing with a lot of things. By 7 o'clock, I'm in Chicago, dead tired. I have a 50-minute commute to his shop, which is obviously 10 minutes away from my house because they're pretty close. Now, do you think I wanted to drive 50 minutes to hang out at a shop for an hour and a half when I'm dog tired? No. But I kept in the back of my mind, hey, there might be opportunities to conduct business here, even though I never mentioned that I'm a real estate agent. Everything is very subtle. So I get there around 8 o'clock. We're sitting there, we're relaxing. It's, my friend, my client, my friend, his business partner, and then they invited a couple more friends over. Ding, ding, ding. On walks in a couple. I'm not going to say names, but they walk in. We meet, we're talking small talk, having a great time, right? And I leave. Period. That's all that happened that night, okay? That individual followed me on Instagram, okay? I barely talked to him, to be honest with you, maybe 5-10 minutes. He followed me on Instagram, and I had no idea who he was because his face wasn't on his profile picture. 2 weeks after that initial encounter, he messages me because, hey, I met you at this person's shop. Me and my girlfriend are looking to buy a house. I'm told you the best, right? And boom, before you know it, 2 weeks after that, they're under contract. And it can happen that easily, but you have to put yourself out there, okay? I didn't go out there tell them how great I am in real estate. I didn't have to share how great the market is. I didn't have to explain low down payment options. I was just present. That's it, present. And I just was lucky enough that I was present at the time where they were 2 weeks away from making a decision. Now, is that going to happen often? Probably not. However, what you didn't know about is all the other events I went to that didn't quite lead to anything right away, right? But over time, you do this enough. Let's say you go to some type of a gathering once a week, right? You meet anywhere from 2 to 3 people every week. They're on your social media. Now, it's very, very important that you have a social media presence in a sense of you don't need a big following, but you need to document what you're doing every day, right? Now that you have got somebody on your social media, now it is your interview process. Show them that you know what you're talking about. Show them that you're a hard worker. Show them that you're honest. Show them that you don't ever take advantage of your clients. Show them you're up early. Show them you're working late, right? And without you even knowing they're watching you to see, hey, in about a year I'm going to move. I think this is going to be my guy, but I'm not going to message him till I'm ready because I don't want to bug him, right? But you have to have that real world element where they know you personally, which will get them on your social media, and then it'll be a little bit easier to build that connection. And that's really what I've done. That's propelled my business forward. Not the cold calling, not the ads I ran, not the marketing videos I make. It's what happens in real life that I'm able to transition to social media so that way I can stay in front of them for a long period of time until they are ready to buy or sell. Because the reality is everyone at some point will be ready to buy or sell. Okay, so that's the gist of it. You have to tap into those two things. Now let me tell you how to use your social media to create opportunities with your sphere. Boom, that's where the money is, okay? Here's another example. I love to share my hobbies on Instagram, right? If I'm playing basketball, I make sure I share it. If I'm smoking a cigar, I make sure I share it. If I am playing tennis, I share it. If I love learning about business, I share it. If I love reading books, I share it. Any hobby you got, as long as it's not doing cocaine or anything detrimental to your health, share it on Instagram, okay? Or whatever, Facebook, whatever platform that you are using to basically stay in touch with people, right? Share it, because what's going to happen is, let's say you smoke cigar. At least this is literally what happened in my case. Another real life example. Every Sunday I smoke a cigar and I put it on my Instagram, right? And eventually one of my buddies from high school who was out in college was coming back into town. And, for the last year or so, we've been having small conversations about cigars. Where do you smoke? What do you smoke? That's dope, nice cigar. I got to try that cigar. Where's this lounge? Etc., right? When he's coming back into town, he hit me up and said, hey, I'm in town. If you want, let's go grab a cigar. See? That's already a lot easier than me reaching out like, hey, man, we haven't talked in a while. Let's connect. The reason he reached out to me is because I've been sharing my hobbies, and it allowed us to have basically one thing we're interested in together, and we went and smoked a cigar. From the first cigar we smoked, I believe he gave me a client less than a month from that, and then through him, I met 8 other clients, right? Indirectly. And that's how it happens. One connection can change your business, but you have to have as many opportunities out there as possible. Now, another way you could use social media to create opportunities with your sphere. Oh my God, this video is getting a lot better than I thought. Here's how you do it. Rentals. This is best for younger agents because you're going to, in your head, think that all of your friends can't afford to buy a house. All right. So first, get really well acquainted to what exactly it will take to buy a house in your market. Is it 3%? Is it 5%? Is it 3.5 FHA? What are their closing costs? Can you work those into the mortgage? Are there 0% down options? Like whatever it is in your market, everyone's different, right? Find out what that is. Then tap into rentals. And here's what you do. Maybe go on your social media and mention like, hey, who's looking to rent? I could do rentals. Or call up a few of your buddies, be like, hey man, I know you're looking to rent. I might be able to help you, right? What are you looking for? Get their criteria. Find out how much they're looking to spend. And let's say it's $1,400 a month, right? Tell them, well man, if you're spending $1,400 a month, have you even thought about buying? Because what I'm learning is your first month's payment and security deposit is almost gonna be the same as buying a property that your payment's gonna be $1,100 on. Do you want me to explore that option for you? You could get deals that way just simply by, this is you creating opportunities by educating people, finding folks that are looking, not even looking to buy, they're looking to rent because they don't even know buying is an option, right? Especially if you're young, everyone you know is probably going to be renting, right? Just get to them before they rent, and then basically that's you using your social media to get to them, right? And then they are your sphere, and then you are now creating an opportunity within, letting them know, hey, I have learned, because I just got into real estate, that you really only need about $6,000 and you could buy a place. Do you have $6K saved up? And listen to me and listen to me good. You would be surprised at how many people, very low key, have a decent amount of savings, or how many people's parents would be more than happy to give them a gift for the down payment. You have no idea. Parents love seeing their kids have ownership. So do not overlook that aspect of it. And if you do these things, ladies and gentlemen, you will, before you know it, give it 3 to 4 months, you will get your first client and close your first deal. Just be patient and make sure you do it with purpose. Everything you do has to have purpose. Now, this is just something you could easily do with an hour a day, right? This does not include like the prospecting you're doing, the lead gen, all the marketing, all that is also very effective. You need to do it. But this is the most simple, clear-cut, painless, easy way for you as a new real estate agent to get business. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. And if you would like to get on the coaching call, link is in the description. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be $150 for about an hour to hour 15 minutes of my time. But we'll dive into everything you need to talk about and ask me personally. All right? Thanks again. Have yourself a great day.